Hey, Hannibal Mendez here. This is a matchup for every Titan shifters in Attack on Titan. Though there are some rules, I will be following Rule 1. They first must be an important character. Rule 2, they must have been in a fight, and Rule 3, I can't do the Titan shifter battle royale. Reiner Braun vs Kotaro Amen, Tokyo Ghoul. Both are a part of the military. Both possess unique weapons unique to their world, the Ultraherd Steel Blade and the Quink Dojima. Both had lost someone important to them from a young age and trained in the military since they were children. Both have a special connection to the main character. Both have a drive to protect humanity from threats. Both have very complicated childhood involving their father. Both have a giant transformation into the armored Titan and Amen's Kakuja form. Both were soldiers fighting for a cause that they truly believed was right, invading Paradis Island and exterminating ghouls, until they finally get to see the other point of view of their enemies by becoming one of them. Both are not normal humans, Titan shifter and a one-eyed ghoul respectively. Both are pretty beefy boys who can do physical feats above the average person even as human. And finally, as always for this series, these guys have the worst luck ever and have a pretty shitty life. Annie Leonhardt vs Asuka, Evangelion. Militaristic females with German origins behind them and a personality mostly consisting of taking everything serious but having a bit of a soft side at times. Both are part of organizations focused on taking down colossal-sized beasts, and these two do it through the use of their own personal colossal beasts, the EVA Unit 02 and Annie's Titan form. Pete Finger vs Caroline Cordovin, Ruby. The connection is just two small unassuming ladies who turn out to be way more dangerous than they look. Berthold vs Wave, Akame ga Kill. Two members of a group of fighters with special abilities, Imperial Arms and Titan Shifting, who are dedicated to destroying a certain group of people who are seen as criminals by part of the world. The Island Dwellers for Berthold and Night Raid for Wave. Both grow a sort of rivalry with the main character, that main character having abilities similar to them. Both of their abilities are some of the strongest in their group. Grand Chariot is considered one of the stronger Imperial Arms and the Colossal is considered one of the strongest Titan abilities. Both of their abilities allow them to transform into stronger modes. Both, despite being on the enemy side, are considerably kinder and actually somewhat question if what they are doing is the right thing. Cemented ones are they both are friends with a blonde friend, Ron and Reina, and have a thing for a somewhat insane chick, Annie and Huron, and have the same English BA. Of course there is the chat Berthold vs Doug Funny from the best show to ever exist. Doug, of course this is a way more thematic matchup, but I decided to give a lesser known matchup some attention. Armin Arlert vs MCU Captain America, Marvel, kind-hearted, loyal, and emotional people. Both had naive main goals that ultimately had them face discrimination from their people, Captain America staying true to good old American ideals and Armin's want for humanity to live beyond the walls. Both decide to join the military. Both are willing to put their lives on the line constantly due to childhood trauma, Steve's intense desire to protect others from bullies and Armin's crippling inferiority complex. Both start looked down on by the majority of the army because they were both not physically strong, Armin not being the best physically and Steve being physically pathetic, but eventually become well-respected members. Both are bestowed a great power due to their loyalty/heroic nature, and their usefulness in battle. Super Soldier Serum and the Colossal Titan. Both eventually have to come to blows with a childhood friend which shakes their resolve. Eren Yeager and Bucky Barnes/the Winter Soldier, both fall in love with a strong and brave military woman, Armin falling in love with Annie, and Steve falling in love with Peggy Carter. Both would end up saving the world and both would live pretty normal lives afterward. Orko Galliard vs Lizzie, Rampage. They used to be humans that turn into monsters that are agile and have powerful jaws. Ymir vs JBL, WWE Liberal vs Republic, Anim vs Pro Wrestling Germany vs American Gay vs Straight Underplayed Series vs Overplayed Series Lover vs Hater Fighter vs Fighter Christian vs Christian Hees vs Hellgood vs Evil, Falco vs Andrew Detmer, Chronicles, Too Shine. Young boys who gained incredible power by accident and both were abused. Andrew's dad and Marley, but they differ in the fact Andrew would gain a god complex and would see everyone else as lesser, ending with him dying while Falco would help save humanity and in the end lose his powers. Grisha Yeager vs Freedom, Monument Mythos. Two well-respected men, Thomas being a respected sculptor and Grisha being a well-respected doctor, both are immensely powerful patriots who passed their power to their offspring. Grisha giving Eren the attack titan and Thomas believing he give his daughter Nina his gift, inevitably leading to a worldwide conflict, and both would kill a good chunk of a certain family, the Fritz and the Arnoldsons, for political reason, and of their plans would backfire in the end, with Eren putting the Eldians in a worse spot than before and Freedom being a tool of the US government. I know people really want Springtrap for Freedom, but this matchup seems to be a way better matchup thematic and animation wise. Zeke Yeager vs Liquid Snake, Metal Gear Solid villainous blonde-haired siblings to the main protagonist. Both had a terrorist organization that was founded by a group of ex-soldiers and plans to overthrow the government. They are cold, ruthless and, above all, exceptionally intelligent and are supported by militaristic groups who worship their heritage. Both were placed into high-level government programs from a young age that led them to develop their respective views on the world, including a destin for their own genetics. They both also have control over a giant pilotable weapon that they consider a key part of their overall plans. Though I do prefer Arno Stark for Zeke, I want to make an entire video for why I love the matchup, so you will be getting this instead. Ymir Fritz vs Springtrap, Five Nights at Freddy's. Both were normal people who gained incredible power, both of their daughters who share their fates, William daughter also haunting an animatronic and Ymir daughter getting to only live for 15 years after becoming a Titan shifter. Both would gain a near-human-like form when trying to escape from their punishment, and both can turn into a kaiju. Eren Yeager vs Cronus, Greek myth. Lelouch v Britannia, Code DS. Both want justice and vengeance on a party that caused them suffering during their childhoods. Marley/Titans and Britannian Imperial family. Their eyes will change color when they use their powers, green and red. Leader of faction seeking revolution, Yeagerist/Black Knights, both killed their fathers and took their position power, Grisha/Charles, both are known by a different name/identity, Attack Titan and Zero, both have piloted giants into battle. Titan, KMF, both chose to become the villain of the world in order to unite it. Both betrayed their comrades and caused genocides in their respective series. Both were killed at the end of their series by a childhood friend, Mikasa/Suzaku. Code Geass and Lelouch were trending when the ending of the Attack on Titan manga was released, and that was a matchup for every Titan shifters in Attack on Titan.